Hello, welcome to another one of our videos on how to tie a tie. The last one we did was how to tie a cravat, which went really well. This one is how to tie a tie. We get asked a lot in the shop here at Astares Menswear in Havant how best to tie a tie. There's lots of lovely ties that you can do, but you can't beat a good classy full or double Windsor. Works really well. When we find it works best to think about your tie knot is if there's several of you that are going to the same wedding party. So if you've got groomsmen, there's nothing worse than if some of you are in one knot, some of you have made a bit of an effort, some haven't. It can look a bit scruffy down the line. If you all pick a knot, and it doesn't have to be this one, then it can look really symmetrical all the way down. What I'm going to show you today is the way that we do a Windsor knot. There are a few different ways you can do it. If you have a look on the internet, you can find other ways. This is the way that I find works for me, and it works well in the shop. Today I'm going to show you here on a three-piece suit. I have undone the waistcoat. Now, what you need to think about is that if you are wearing a waistcoat, you don't need to worry about the length of the tie, because it doesn't matter if it's sat up here or down here, it'll be hidden by the waistcoat. The reason that's a good feature is that actually if you want a bigger knot, you could have the tie really short, but have a really big knot, but nobody would see it because it would be hidden behind the waistcoat. How I will tie it today though is as if we're not wearing a waistcoat, because actually some people don't wear a waistcoat, and then the length obviously needs to be at the right length for the shirt. So you might need to do it a couple of times to get the length right. Obviously ties do vary in their length, and also it depends how big your knot is. I'm going to do it off this waistcoat around about where the first button is, with the slimmer end. Okay, so to start with the Windsor, we're going to cross our big end over the short end, okay, and then we're going to go up the back and through. Now we've come up from this side here, but I'm actually going to take it down over the other side. So the whole time we're doing this knot, we want to keep this smaller end pointing downwards and kind of in position. Okay, so keeping it all nice and firm, but not too tight. We don't want to screw it up. So what I'm doing is I'm now going round the back. So I've come round the back, and then I'm going to go through the front over the top and drop it down. Again, I've come over this side, so this time I'm going to come over the opposite side. And then what that's going to do is as I pull that, you can see that starts to give us our shape for our knot. Okay, then what I'm going to do, this is the last part to give us the real bit of the knot that everybody will see once we're finished. I'm going to go over there. Now you can really start seeing the shape of that knot. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up and through here. What I'm also doing is I'm coming up, is I'm actually shaping it there. Rather than just let it go up and through, I'm actually shaping it to the knot that I want already. So I'm going to come up through here. And now what we need to do is we need to pull this through our knot. Whilst doing this, don't worry too much, but if you can, try and keep the shape of the knot as you go through without pulling this knot apart here too much. It will make your life a little bit easier for the finishing product. Now I'm not going to pull that tight yet. I'm going to do that little bit by little bit, and you can kind of shape it and mould it as you go. Okay, so now that's looking pretty good. What I'm going to do now is grabbing the short end and grabbing our knot. I'm going to pull that up to the collar, and you can see now that knot is really taking shape. And you manipulate it to get the look just right. And then I'm going to pull the collar down. Let's just lift him back up. Okay, and then we can really see now that our knot is fitting lovely against that shirt. And obviously, once you're in the mirror, just going to tighten that up just a little bit more. Okay, and then obviously you can play with it a bit more. Behind the waistcoat obviously looks pretty sharp, but there you go, there's your finished double Windsor. Obviously you can have a play with it to get it exactly how you want it, maybe a tie pin, etc. But that's I find with the double Windsor that when I first started tying them, I learnt the technique, but actually to get it to look right, you'll find your own way. Just repeat it, and eventually you will find it. And also you'll find the materials really change how easy it is to do a double Windsor. But there you go. We will do some more videos. Hopefully that's been helpful. The beauty of the video is you can keep rewinding it until you get it right and you're happy. And soon we'll do another video to help you guys a little bit more. Thanks ever so much.